Greetings, my YouTube friends. So today I am at the Walt Disney Studio, and I was debating whether I wanted to do a drive-on or just film across the street, and I decided to film across the street just because I wasn't sure if I needed any kind of clearance to be able to videotape on the lot, and I just didn't want to hassle with that. So I have an intimate connection with the Disney Studio. When I was working here, I was trying to have a baby, and I couldn't get pregnant. So I just remember walking around, after lunch, walking around at lunch at the commissary, and looking at the squirrels and sitting on the benches and going through the old animation building and going to the Disney store. And it just helped me feel so much better to be here. So I feel like working here helped me get through a very difficult time in my life. And of course I went on to have my daughter, and I got pregnant, and it's amazing. I love being a mom. She's the best kid ever. So having the privilege to have worked on the lot, I was able to discover fun little secrets. One being there is an underground tunnel in the old animation building. This was created to protect the cartoon cells from the elements like rain or wind or dust. So Walt's corner office was on the top floor of the old animation building. The Dopey Drive and Mickey Avenue sign was a prop from a 1941 movie, and none of the signs are pointing in the direction that they read. So if you actually used it, you would get lost. The Hyperion Bungalow was one of several studio buildings that was moved from Hyperion Avenue in Silver Lake to the Burbank lot when the studio was being constructed. The Disney store on the lot was also moved. In 1988, Walt Disney World gave the studio a Mickey topiary in honor of Mickey's 60th birthday, and it's the only topiary on the lot. And I also just like saying the word topiary, so that's one of the reasons I put it in here. Topiary. It's just a fun word to say. Walt Disney's favorite meal was chili beans. Chili is served every day in the commissary in honor of Walt. The Disney Archives was created in the 1970s to protect and preserve the history of the Walt Disney Company. Walt Disney died in 1966, and his brother decided to put together the history of the company, since key animators were passing away or passing on, and they were taking part of the Disney history with them. That's why the archives was created. Some of the older films were filmed on nitrate, which were explosive. I thought that was kind of funny. Before the lot was built, the Black Fox Military Academy used the land as their training ground until Disney took over. The animation building was one of the first air-conditioned buildings in Southern California, and Walt was actually quite proud of that. Actually, Walt Disney wanted to create the lot more like a campus. And so there was the commissary, and I believe they had like a barber shop here at one point. I don't know if that still exists. I don't think so. One of Walt's favorite restaurants was Tam O'Shanter on Los Feliz, and where the animators had to eat while the studio on Hyperion, at the studio on Hyperion. And what was around here, there was like nothing around here. So that was quite a trek to get lunch. I mean, literally there was cows grazing if you look at some of the pictures. When Pearl Harbor was attacked, the U.S. military moved to the Disney lot and took over, and were there through the duration of the war. Military was put on the lot to protect the Lockheed, which was in close proximity to the studio. The Walt Disney artist camouflaged the Lockheed building by painting an aerial view of the town on the camouflage netting. If you get a chance, Google that. It is amazing what they did. They actually built like mock buildings on top of this netting, and they put fake like trees and bushes. It was pretty impressive. So Walt was also instrumental in the building of Providence St. Joe's. In 1943, Walt dug the hole at the groundbreaking ceremony at St. Joe's. So Walt was very much instrumental in a lot of the development here in Burbank. Walt and Roy Disney took into consideration a lot of other locations for their studio, but ultimately found Burbank was the best location for what they needed to build their state-of-the-art studio. When the animation building was built, the biggest request and challenge was the lighting. The animators needed light. The design of the building was revolutionary at the time. Michael Graves was the architect for the Team Disney building. When Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs came out in 1937, the movie financially held up the studios. Thus, the dwarves were created to hold up the Team Disney building. I thought that's pretty cute. In Legends Plaza, there is a Disney Legend statue. Behind the statue, if you look up, you'll find a tiny hidden Gus from Cinderella. Let me know if you find it. This is stop number 13 of my tour of Burbank. I'm Regina McDonald. Thanks for watching.